The Long Island Killer, the unsolved mystery of Gilgo Beach. For more than a decade, the quiet dunes and marshes of Gilgo Beach on Long Island's South Shore have harbored one of the darkest mysteries in American criminal history. Dubbed the Long Island Serial Killer, LISK, or the Gilgo Beach Killer, this unidentified individual is believed to be responsible for the murders of at least 10 to 18 people, mostly women, whose remains were discovered scattered along a remote stretch of Ocean Parkway beginning in 2010. Despite widespread media coverage and a complex years-long investigation, many questions remain unanswered, and justice has yet to be served for the victims. The case broke open in December 2010 during a search for a missing 24-year-old Shannon Gilbert, an escort who vanished after fleeing from a client's home in Oak Beach, a gated community near Gilgo Beach. Police, aided by cadaver dogs, stumbled upon a set of human remains, but they were not Gilbert's. Over the following months, authorities discovered the remains of 4 women within a quarter mile of one another. All 4, Maureen Brainerd Barnes, Melissa Barthélemy, Megan Waterman, and Amber Lynn Costello, were young sex workers who had advertised services on Craigslist. Their remains have been carefully wrapped in burlap, indicating a methodical and possibly ritualistic killer. As investigators widened their search area, more remains surfaced, including dismembered body parts and skeletonized torsos, some of which were linked to other unsolved cases from years earlier. Among the identified victims were Jane Doe number 6, a toddler, an Asian male, and partial remains of women whose other parts had been found elsewhere on Long Island. The body of Shannon Gilbert herself was not found until December 2011 in a marsh near where she was last seen. Her death remains controversial. Officials initially ruled it accidental, though her family and independent pathologists argue otherwise. The pattern of the killings, targeting sex workers, using online platforms to contact them, and disposing of bodies in isolated areas, suggests a highly organized offender with a deep understanding of law enforcement procedures. Despite profiling efforts and assistance from the FBI, the suspect remained at large for years. Theories abounded. Was the killer a local with access to private areas, a member of law enforcement, a trucker, or transient predator with a wider range of movement? Compounding public frustration was the dysfunction within the local police agencies, particularly the Suffolk County Police Department, which faced allegations of corruption and mishandling of key evidence. In 2022, the case saw renewed interest after the formation of a new task force combining local and federal law enforcement. Advances in forensic genealogy, the same technology that helped identify the Golden State Killer, brought hope for answers. Then in July 2023, authorities made a stunning announcement. They had arrested Rex Herman, a 59-year-old Manhattan architect who lived in Massapequa Park, not far from Gilgo Beach. Herman was charged in connection with the murders of 3 of the Gilgo 4 and was named the prime suspect in the 4th. Authorities linked him to the crimes through burner phone data, witness accounts, and DNA evidence recovered from one of the victim's remains. Searches of his home revealed disturbing materials, including a cache of weapons and online searches related to serial killers and torture. Still, even with Herman in custody, lingering questions remain. Could he be responsible for the other victims, particularly the unidentified ones? Was there more than one killer operating in the area over time? What really happened to Shannon Gilbert? The Long Island serial killer case stands as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities faced by marginalized communities, especially sex workers, and the challenges law enforcement faces in complex, multi-jurisdictional investigations. It also highlights the potential of modern forensic science to revive cold cases and bring long-awaited closure to grieving families. As the legal process unfolds and investigators continue to explore links to other crimes, the story of Gilgo Beach remains both a chilling testament to evil and a beacon of hope that justice, though delayed, may yet be done.